Hello friends, welcome to JavaFx GUI tutorial. In this video, we will implement our area chart example. In the last video, we created the fxml, but we forgot to add this fx id. We will add that now. So once fx id is added in the fxml, we can refer that in our controller. Here is the XML entry, area chart. First axis is the category axis, second one is the number axis. In our previous video, when we created the line chart, the time we specified both as number axis. Here we accepted the default and we are having category axis and number axis. Based on that, we are defining our area chart. Next, as we did previously, we are creating XYChart.Series. This is our first series and we are naming it as organization 1 data. So we are setting name as stock organization 1, stock price of organization 1. So org1.data set name, that's the function we are making. After that, here if you see, we are preparing the data, and first one is for category axis January, February, March, like that we are continuing. Then in the second y-axis, we are actually giving the closing price in dollar. And we know that our scale starts from, in y-axis, it starts from 5 and ends up with 55 or 60 approximately. So this is chart 1 data. Then the same way we are creating the second series here, naming that as organization 2 data, org2 data, and the name is stock2 org2, I mean stock organization 2. Then once again we are recording the data for second series, and here if you see, there are some which is going in minus scale as well. You will see that when we go to the example implementation. And once these series are ready, so this is series 1 that defines stack price for organization 1, and this one will be series 2, and that records change in trend of stock price from January to December. Right, and finally this is our fx chart area, right? Fx chart area, get data, add. Here we are adding our series 1, then we are adding series 2 for our area chart. So there is no difference actually. Here if you see, we are using area chart and previously we used line chart. And the line chart we used number axis on both sides, but that's not a restriction. You can even use a category as well as number axis. Then everything is the same. You can create or populate the data, then add it to the chart. Alright, now we will go to the demo and implement this. So we will open our fxml. So this is our area chart, right? And we will set a ID for it, code fx chart area. I'll just check the controller also once. Okay, it's populated here, fx chart area, and view. We will copy this entry, file, quit, save. File. For some reason it doesn't allow, and so I saved, then I clicked the quit. Now we can open the controller. We'll check FX ID is added. Right click, edit. Area chart FX ID is FX chart area, right? Alright, now here we will go ahead and add our entry. Here we will specify the axis. First one is a category axis. So JavaFx FXML entry. Area chart is from JavaFx scene chart. Category axis, JavaFx scene chart category axis. Why? Because our x-axis is category axis and y1 is number axis. Next, in the initialize method, we will add trend for first company, XYChart.Series, and we store this as organization 1 data. We are setting the name, and using the get data add method, we are creating the data point. So XYChart.Data, first one is the x-axis for the month January. Closing stack value is 11. Likewise, we are recording the data for all 12 months. For the product stock ARG1. So this is first series. The same way we can record data for second series, and code will be same. If you see, x-axis is same, but y-axis is recording the actual sales number. And by looking at the data here itself, organization 1's closing sales is 11, organization 2's closing stack value at the end of month January is 10. Likewise, you can compare other. Finally, we are adding these two chart data to our FX chart. FXChart.getData.add organization 1 chart, organization 2 chart. Now we can go to our starting point. This is our starting, right? Previously we used it for line chart. Now we will use it for area chart. So we are using the same starting point, and while creating each example, we will just specify the different FXML file, and we will change our title. Alright, now we will rebuild this. And we will run the file. Here also you can see an icon that states that this is a file with entry main, and you can run this. Alright, now I'll run the file, and here you can see the area chart. So these are all the data point, and the area below the data point is recorded in different color. So you can compare both the trend. The first trend is for stock organization 1, and you can see the area color, and the stock organization 2 is in slight yellow, and we purposefully gave a scale of minus for 2 data point. And if you want to see that, here -6 -2 for July and August, and you can see that July, August for the second organization, it's going beyond the 0, right? Then it picks up. So just like line chart, area chart also useful to compare trend of 2 different variants. The only difference is here the area is painted with a color. There are other chart types also, so we are leaving it for your exploration. That's all here in this video. Thank you.